Ever since fighting erupted in his hometown of Nyala, Sudan in mid-April, Khaled's mobile phone has never stopped ringing. People are desperate to know how to get to North Africa and Europe. But Khaled, who's endured a 4-year ordeal, knows all too well that the journey is anything but simple and safe. Khaled's family members, friends and acquaintances are especially fearful of the Rapid Support Forces, a paramilitary group who have committed genocide in the Darfur region since 2003. The United Nations Refugee Agency, UNHCR, estimates that over 800,000 people could potentially flee Sudan due to this ongoing fighting, including 334,000 people already internally displaced. Mohammed, a 35-year-old from Kutam in North Darfur, was also living in Tunisia. He states that it won't be easy for those trying to flee Sudan and that they will have to do what they can to save themselves. The UN has urged Sudan's neighboring countries to keep their borders open to those fleeing, but few are adequately equipped to handle the influx of refugees. Currently, Egypt is the main destination for Sudanese people, with over 40,000 already crossing the border. Khaled, however, was determined to ultimately cross the Mediterranean, and he attempted it 3 times. The last time was when he was only 14, after his parents could not sustain him and his 5 sisters. And unfortunately, the Libyan authorities had other plans. He was eventually transferred to a refugee prison where he was tortured for 36 days. After this failed attempt, Khaled then tried to reach Spain through Morocco and Algeria. But he was beaten both times he entered those countries, and so he kept on walking until he reached Tunisia. Here, the President Kais Saied made an incredibly racist speech in which he claimed that African immigrants were part of an international plot to change Tunisia's character. Following this speech, the black immigrants in the country were at risk of eviction and raids. Khaled was subjugated to this discrimination, and so was unable to find work. Currently, Tunisia has replaced Libya as the main point of departure for refugees in North Africa, but this is accompanied with an increase in attempts that end in death. Hundreds of bodies have been washing up on Tunisia's shores, and the country is running out of places to bury them. The UNHCR has urged for European countries to provide legal channels of asylum for these refugees. After all, if Sudanese people have resorted to these extreme lengths, it means that they have no options left.